today I'm going to speak about not the challenges, but the opportunities more. My presentation that I prepared here together with Reem, my wife, is addressing more the neurologists, the scientists, and the students that we have in the audience. And the idea from this presentation is to see how we can do something together. I will present Alpha Omega, and through the presentation of Alpha Omega history and technology, I would like to trigger these opportunities that we can do things maybe in Palestine. Reem and I started the company back in 1993, and this was a very interesting start. It was a very interesting beginning. Somehow the company got involved in the neuroscience research, and from there we discovered the DBS procedure. And by knowing a very well-known physician, he was the first one to do a DBS operation on a human. And this was a physician from France. His name is Halim Benabid. And we were lucky to work with him and develop the first navigation, electrophysiological navigation system that allowed the physician to pinpoint the target where the lead, where the electrode needs to be implanted in the brain of a patient, so that the outcome would be the best for that specific patient. With time, our starts were very small and poor, I would say, and but little by little we started working with different hospitals and different institutions around the world. And today we are in 4 locations. So the headquarters are, as you can see here in this slide, is in Nazareth, in the vicinity of Nazareth, where we attract engineers and technicians and educate and people with academic degrees to work in our facility. And in our facility, we have all the different departments. We have the R&D, the development, the production, the marketing, the quality assurance, all the regulatory affairs, and we have all the different other departments to support, the customer support, the finance, etc. So our company is not just a technology company in R&D. We are a whole company, a total solution company, where we start from the idea all the way to sales and marketing and customer support. So little by little, we saw, as we are in a area that we deal with neurosurgery, which customer support is very important, and to be along with the physicians is very important. We started to build our offices started in the US, where we started our operations in Atlanta. And then afterwards, we started in Germany, in Southwest Germany, very close to Heidelberg. And then lately, we started our operations in China, in Guangzhou. And as you can see below, in addition to today, we have we collaborate with we have great collaborations with with engineers. So not just in Nazareth, but we started a company in Amman. It's very new, like just this year, and we want to grow the R&D collaboration or the R&D work in Amman. We also have been working for some years with Ramallah, in Ramallah with subcontractors, and also we want to grow this not just in Ramallah, but hopefully we can do something like R&D or software development in um, in Nablus, in Jenin, and in other places, in Hebron also. In the US, we expanded our activity to cover. Today we are in about 10 locations, and where Atlanta is the headquarters, and we have satellite offices in New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., Tampa, Sacramento, Denver, Houston, Nashville, and Chicago. In Europe, we have been trying to develop our activities there, and today we have only 2 locations, but we are planning to grow as we are growing the business in Europe. And in China, we have the 4 locations where Guangzhou is the um, is the headquarters of China, but we also have satellite offices in Wuhan, Beijing, and Shanghai. Before I go to what we do and the technology, I want to to spend some time on our mission. Like it's we are a company that we're driven by a mission. Like we are in a place of the world that first of all we are not the leaders of the world, and the big things does not happen in our area, though our area is very complex and very a, hard to it's a hard country, let's say. It's a hard area, and for our technology to be all over, for our technology, for our products to be everywhere and to be used in New York and Boston and Shanghai and elsewhere, we don't have the luxury of being like me too, of being the same like others. We have to be always better. We must be much better so that an American customer would consider us as a company and as a product. So we have a very important mission that we try to live every day. One of them, I don't want to go over them all, but one of the things that we have is in everything we do, whether in our technology or our products or our services to the customers, we always want to exceed our customers' expectations. So with this type of mission, where we address the customers, the employees, the company, and the community, we became a very strong company united around our mission, trying to beat the world, to beat competitors that have more capabilities than us, but we could, with this enthusiasm, with this belief, with this a guideline that we have, we could be a leader in what we do. And today I can say, like without bragging, without like being arrogant, we are the best company in the world in what we do. And this is the navigation, the navigation, electrophysiological navigation in the brain. Our values are very important for us. Our values are very important for us. And you can see on the top diversity. Like in our company, everyone is at home. Everyone is important. Like diversity, no matter what is the background, no matter if it's a man or a woman, no matter from the village or from the city, no matter what the religion is, everyone is 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 at home. Everyone is accepted. Everyone can get and reach the maximum of his potential, his or her potential. And in the company today, we are about, I'm very happy to say that 50% of the employees of Alpha Omega are women. We have also, you can see at the bottom side of the slide the triple E's that we have. Like it is our duty. We see it as our duty to the community that we live in, that we promote education, we promote employment, and we promote entrepreneurship. And with these three E's and with this mission and values, we try to be the best in what we do in the world. As far as what we do, we are in three areas. We work in three areas. All of them are under what we call a translational neuroscience. And we are in a specific area, we call it neural modulation. Okay, so we have three types of markets. The first market that we are working in is the science. So we provide equipment to people that try to explore the brain. And we provide them with equipment that they can record the neural activity or stimulate the brain or analyze the different signals that they record so that they can study the brain, see how how the memory works, or how the motor system works, or for people who are developing a certain medication. So all these people who do experiments, animal experiments, we provide them with the needed tools that they need to explore the brain. The second market that we work in, and it is based on the same technology. Like the technology that we are mastering is recording neural activity, whether it is from inside the brain or from outside the brain, and whether it is central nervous system or the peripheral nervous system. We are experts in recording these signals. We are experts also in stimulating, like giving pulses, giving electrical pulses to the neural system in a way that we can impact the brain or the nervous system. And so we use these technologies, as I said, in the neuroscience research. We use it also in clinical research. So in clinical research, this is in advanced research when the technology is safe enough, when we have the regulatory partial approval that we can do a clinical research. So we have equipment that can be used by researchers and scientists and clinicians to explore the brain. And the third business, which is the biggest business that we have, is a navigation system that is used in the OR to treat Parkinson's disease. I have a small film here that I will play, but I need to stop sharing for a minute to enable the audio. Just 1 second. I'm sorry for this inconvenience. Yes. Okay. I like this film very much because it shows a person who's a violinist, and this shows how accurate the BDS treatment could be.
To Roger Frisch, the violin is not just an instrument, it's part of him, an extension of his passion for music, beauty, and excellence. Roger's mastery of the violin has put him on the world stage. Few have reached this level of expertise. But not long ago, Roger noticed something wasn't quite right when he pulled the bow across the strings.
When I would draw my bow,
That causes shaking. Concerned, he went to Mayo Clinic where he met neurosurgeon Dr. Kendall Lee. Dr. Lee and Roger agreed that deep brain stimulation, or DBS, was their best chance at stopping the tremor. It involved placing electrodes into Roger's brain.
And so what we needed a violin in the operating room.
Kevin Bennett heads Mayo Clinic's Division of Engineering. His team worked with Dr. Lee's team to create a violin Roger could play while awake during surgery. During the procedure, Dr. Lee inserted electrodes into Roger's brain and moved them to the site where the tremor originated. Once there, electrodes fire electrical signals to hopefully stop the tremor. By measuring Roger's movements, the accelerometer told Dr. Lee if the electrodes were in the right spot. There was no guarantee.
See if this technology could help in this sort of a unique situation.
without the stimulator on, the tremor is quite pronounced.
You can see the difference. With the click of a controller, Roger can turn the electrodes on and off.
And that's as smooth of a bow as I can play right now.
But when it's on, Roger's mastery of the violin is absolutely clear.
I remain very, very thankful every day that I have had the opportunity to have had this surgery. And, you know, I just do not take it for granted.
So reminds us how much we do good, like with our products to people. A little bit about geography. As I said, we till last year we have been in a situation where Medtronic is a huge company that we used to compete with for many years, and since last year, Medtronic dropped their system out of the market, and they started to promote our products. And today we have about 50% of market share in North America. And today with Medtronic joining forces with us, I think we can reach more than 80% of the market. And at this stage, Alpha Omega is trying to make DBS available for everyone. And today there's only few hospitals, like maybe 800 hospitals worldwide, in the whole world. Only 800 hospitals from the thousands of hospitals or tens of thousands even. There are only 800 hospitals that are performing this DBS procedure. And one of the reasons, or some of the reasons that it is so few, are the complexity. What we are trying to do now is, because this work with Medtronic is allowing us to take a huge market share. I think we will be able in few years to reach more than 80% market share worldwide. And as a market leader, what we are trying to do now, we are trying to make the DBS procedure as a simple, affordable, and an effective a treatment. So if we think that if we make DBS a therapy a simpler, a, a more affordable and more effective, we can bring this technology or this therapy to much more people. And this is what we are doing. We're trying to come up with machine learning algorithms, with sensors, with different tools that we are developing, electrodes, new electrodes, and new softwares that allows the neurologists to follow up on their patients, and to have even home monitoring, and to have monitoring in the clinic in a way that we simplify the procedure of implantation and the procedure of programming. In the meantime, if anyone can want to send any question, I'm very open. I'm open to questions. But in like what I wanted to conclude, that there is a great opportunity for Alpha Omega to collaborate with students, with scientists, and with clinicians, with neurologists, and maybe in the future with the neurosurgeons, to to be part to be part not just as users of such technology, but as developers of such technologies. Usually when we bring technology to the market, we work with the customer. We work like we as engineers, we cannot create products that the doctors can use, and we can think of all the different features. But to bring the best products, we need to work with the patients, with the neurologists, with the scientists. So we are open to this collaboration, to enhance it in hopefully also in Palestine. And thank you very much.